Hey, how we doing today, folks? It's me again, Shannon Fox here, Devoted Patriots channel, Devoted Patriots 2 as well. It's the channel I'm on at the moment. My other channel still being spanked as usual. But I just want to let everybody know I got an interview tonight with a great guest. He's another podcaster, good friend of mine, and he has come from all the way across the whole map. And I wanted to ask him a couple of questions because he's seen a movie that I've been just itching to see. It's a 2000 Donkeys movie. You know what I'm talking about? That Dinesh guy just released it the other day. And I found out there was also on the Gateway Pundit, there was an article that says you can see it virtually for a price as well. And I'm going to leave you the link down below in the description. Before I forget, I just want to tell you all that. So if you do want to watch the movie as bad as I do, you can actually do it from your home. So let me go ahead and introduce my guest. Got some questions for him about that movie.
Hey, there you are. How you doing, Shannon?
I'm good. Glad to see you, Dave.
Well, it's always good to see you. Yeah, so that was quite a movie. What do you want to know about it?
What did it take for you to decide you were going to watch it? That you were just bound and determined to go see it?
Well, didn't take much for me to want to watch it because as soon as I heard about it, I go, oh man, I couldn't believe it. But going deep into this and why it can't be shown on YouTube or other social medias is basically because everybody's coming out against it because of what it might reveal. There are those that may call it conspiracy, and that's what they're going to base it on. But actually, they go through step by step how they acquired the information, how they correlated the information, and it's mind blowing. And I mean, if you were to take this evidence, which I hope somebody's doing, if you take this to court, you can only come to one conclusion. So they've taken the timestamps of the video ping. I mean, not the video pings, the videos on each location that they were able to obtain the videos, and they've taken the timestamps from cell phones that came multiple times to each drop area, and they were actually able to match them up with actual drops. And of course, they've got the video of the things being stuffed into the box, and they can follow that same ping all throughout that particular area where they stopped at multiple drops, drop boxes. So it's really, really compelling. And one of the other things that you'll find in the movie too is they were able to tie it into certain 501c3 organizations that had money donated to them by some big media person. And lo and behold, they were getting paid to do these stops. So it was well organized. And I don't know, they might have been doing this for quite some time.
Wow. It's amazing to think how most of the media refuses to cover it. And I just wonder, when you premiere a movie at Cinemark in several places, and then in theory it's going to be available again to the masses, or are you going to have to buy it from like this virtual from this point forward? Will anybody else get to see it? That's my kind of first issue with it.
This is one thing I noticed. Number one, when you got to the theater, there was no billboards. There was nothing on the marquee. There was nothing showing what you're about to see. What they did say is there was a special showing so that the public that really didn't know what was going on didn't even realize this was being shown in their theater. So, and they had to do that by design. I get it. It's kind of disheartening that you can't do it publicly, because if you do it publicly, then you're going to have people picketing, and the theaters they don't want that to happen either. So I think that's kind of why it rolled out the way it did.
So it's not
Um,
going to run for any longer once it's done.
it's designed to do short term. I'm sure that it will come out later again, especially if things start changing in how social media and so forth are censored. I mean, I should say
Uncensoring.
uncensoring. But if you haven't seen it and you get an opportunity to see it, it's well worth it. It's going to blow you away. Um, just the technology they used, and the guys that were doing these, the guys has over 40 years of voter integrity uh, behind him. Uh, and as the technology has been developed, he's always had an inside link of the newest and greatest way of correlating and doing investigations. However, you'll also find out in the movie that they've solved crimes doing the same thing that they did in this movie, but for unrelated things, like old cold cases and so forth. They were able to go back and solve a crime just based on ping locations and track it,
Video
find
footage
out
and
who all's in
pinging.
that area. Yeah, so it's a mind blower. It also makes you stop and think about your phone and who's watching you.
How many people are really listening?
Yeah, yeah. So it's not so much that the people are listening, but you're being tracked, and you're always being tracked just because of the GPS and all that. And to the companies that track it, you're just a number, and so it's readily available. You and I could go down and request to purchase so much data in a certain location, and you can do what you want with the numbers. There's no names, no private information given away, but it does. You're able to track whatever my unique signal number is. I could track myself all through the country if I travel all over the place, and I can tell you exactly what time I stopped, where I stopped, and all that. But it's void of who you are. Now I'm sure the 3-letter organizations out there probably have the same thing but deeper, and they probably know who you are. But that's not supposedly not for sale out there.
Well, if it can be done with a team of technologists that don't necessarily work for the government, then anybody can do it. And that just tells you that the government must be doing it if civilians have the opportunity to do it with their smarts and their technical skills.
Yeah.
I think it's time we let everybody know. If you don't know, if you haven't figured it out, I've got Dave actually sitting right here beside me.
Let's see. Where is he? Oh, there we are. See, guys.
I got him hanging out at the house tonight, folks. That's great news. I just Wednesday nights we do our Fox and Archibald show, and we do our Blue Collar Talk. And Dave will be on the Blue Collar Talk show as well here coming up, which will be out on. Actually, I believe it'll be next Monday.
Yeah.
Will be this episode. We usually film on Tuesday or Wednesdays, and then we end up releasing it 10-ish Monday. Both of those shows back to back. Come check them out. There's also a chat session over there and several other great shows on that network. It's called This Way Network, if you don't already know. And I just glad to have Dave come hang out with me. He was in Texas, I guess, watching this great movie. And I told him, "Oh man, you got to come tell me about the movie. Give me all the details." And I said, "Let's just do an interview about it." And I got some questions for him that I shouldn't probably be asking him here on this place, so I'll save them for myself. But I do got a couple questions for him still about the movie. How did the crowd react? When it started getting really intense,
the whole place started cheering and getting excited. It was amazing. These were pretty much sold out. So if you don't get there early and don't get in your seat, you may, if you go with your wife or loved one or whatever, you may have to sit in separate seats because that might all be the only thing that's left. Or unless you can get some people to scoot over or something. But anyway, yeah, it was amazing. All walks of life too. I mean, it was amazing. It was really fun, and to talk to the people later in the lobby and so forth. It was hard to get away and go home. So
Great.
yeah.
That sounds awesome. I can't wait to see it. Like I said, everybody has the opportunity to watch it virtually. I'm going to check that out as well. But this is a short-lived deal. I think it ends on the 7th. It's the last opportunity to watch it virtually, and that's why I'm leaving that link down below. We got to cut this short because I'm fixed to have to jump on the Fox and Archibald show.
Yep.
But y'all check that show out as well. Check out both of those shows, the Blue Collar Talk and the Fox and Archibald show, if you don't know. And my friend William Archibald just jumped on Rumble, and if you don't know how to find him, just ask me in the comment section, and I'll shoot you his information.
Yeah, and I'm also on Rumble now and Odyssey both. Everything I've put on YouTube is on all those other channels just in case. So
wow,
yeah,
you're gonna have to show me how to do that with the Odyssey. I heard it was pretty easy.
Oh yeah, it's automatic. Once you set it up, it copies everything. So
wow, I got to get that done as well because you never know in this place.
Yep.
Over here on call me tube. Well, everybody, like I said, we got to get out of here, but it's just great to
there we go.
Great to have you come by, Dave, and I'm glad you're gonna stick around. If he don't run off too soon, I may get in there and show him how to play some foosball. Yeah, and remember to like, share, and subscribe, you guys. Absolutely. Everybody have a great day. All right, bye-bye.